Plug Talk is the best. Only podcast where the host smash the guest. Yeah. Plug Talk is the best. Only podcast where the host smash the guest. Yeah.
What did his boyfriend say when you told him, hey, so I'm thinking about doing this exotic modeling that may or may not include me taking from dudes besides you?
He at first was like, hey, like, just tell them you're only available for like solos and girls and like photos and things like that. I explained that to the agency. Y'all probably know who this agency is because since I've come back, they got booted out.
For creepy stuff?
Motley.
Oh.
That was my first agency, yes.
So they're totally done?
I heard when I got back that
I'm pretty sure they are.
there was some drama that happened, and I've now been back for 2 years, and I heard that like they're done.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know if they've created a new name or whatever, but
I had dinner with the owner like 2 weeks before all that cancellation
Dave?
happened. Yeah.
I've always left on good terms with all of my agencies.
Yeah, okay.
Always been on good terms with everybody.
But so wait, so you at first
he
were
wa-
trying to not do the real thing.
So like he didn't want me to do it. So then I told the agent that agent obviously doesn't work for Motley anymore, but I told the agent, I said, hey, I'm only going to be able to do the solos and the girl and the photo sets and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the agent was like, oh, well, boy-girl's in demand, so you'll make more money, you'll get more work if you do boy-girl. And like, I'm bi-curious, like I'm predominantly straight. Like I wouldn't like date a girl or marry a girl, but I'd fuck a girl because the girl, like I'm really into brunettes.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I prefer brunettes. So I was okay with all of that. And then I had to have the conversation with he's my ex now, but I had to have the conversation and I said that I was still gonna do it anyways.
and he said what? He was like,
well, I don't want us to break up, so I'm gonna like just let you do your thing, pretty much.
And this lasted for how long? Because him being like not really that into it or open to it and then just kind of sticking it out anyway, that doesn't seem like it's meant to last, right?
We had already been together for a year.
Oh, okay.
And we were like pretty much, we moved in together pretty quickly. I think we were only dating for like 3 months before I moved in with him, you know, because he didn't want me dancing anymore, right?
Got it.
So then my first job was in Arizona. And then I went to Florida and then ended up in LA. And I was working in LA for about 2 weeks. So now we're already like a month in of me shooting like back to back. Because back then it was like I was booked solid for like 3 months. Like it was that's just the way when you're new and you're younger. Like
doing how many days out of the week?
Oh my God, I think like every day. Some days I would do doubles. Like when I first went to Florida, I did doubles.
Did they let you start with a solo or a girl, or were they trying to like get you to do all the crazy stuff right away?
So the first company that I shot for, like they only book first timers. It's called FTV Girls. They're out of Arizona. So I think it was like a 3 or 4 days trip. So they're really known for like a niche, like public nudity, you know, like you flash, you just like get naked in public, you know, so it started off with me doing the solos, and then it ended with me doing like boy-girl POV. Because the owner of that company does like first-time boy-girls as well. So it ended with that. So in a sense, it was like, oh, okay, it's just me with the owner, and I've already spent like a couple days with him. Because it was kind of like, the way that they do it is kind of like a girlfriend experience. So it's like he would take me out in Arizona to do the public nudity and flashing and like take photos and little videos and things like that and like or whatever. And then anything that was like would be more like say in a car or in the house. And you know, I had never like, even done that kind of stuff in front of somebody watching me.
Yeah.
But with the boy-girl, because it was POV and it was just him and I guess it was like a more comfortable space. I don't know if I just like blacked out because I don't really remember much of it. Like, I don't remember, like, was I good or not? Because I didn't do this whole porn. There's a lot of firsts that I've never done until
You had a boyfriend for a year. You got into porn all without ever having sucked a dick.
Yeah.
Was he mad when the first time you sucked was on camera and it wasn't his?
Well,
what were you waiting for?
No, not exactly. Well, maybe. I mean, because
He was definitely mad.
there was. So yeah, like as I started doing porn, and we of course, when I told him after shooting in LA for 2 weeks, I was like basically sleeping on the couch in a model house. I didn't even have my own room, my own bathroom. I was like, fuck this. I just made like a ton of money. Like I'm getting an apartment out here. And I told my boyfriend at the time, who's now my ex, I said, hey, I'm not going to come back to Austin. Like I love Austin so much, but like all of my work is here and I just want to like stay in California. And then I'm super into movies. So I was like, oh, I can finally like live in LA, you know? And he's like, I don't want to do long distance. Moved from Austin to LA to be with me. He also does stuff like on the music side too, so it kind of worked out for his career as well.
Okay, but why did you not suck a before
Yeah,
porn?
why was he
Yeah,
mad?
I feel like we're dancing around this. What the fuck?
Okay, so first of all, I didn't lose my virginity till I was 18.
Okay.
Not planned. I was like serenaded while I was drunk at a party. Still friends with the guy.
And you just randomly gave it up because his music was so good?
I don't know. It's like drinks were flowing. You know, we were at like a college party.
We've all been there.
And like he was like the owner of the house, had the biggest room. I'm all like, he must be so rich or whatever, you know, and this is so cool. He picked me and he plays guitar. And like at the time he looked like Ben Affleck to me. So I was like, wow, is this really happening right now?
This is the one.
And so there was no really exchange. It was just kind of like a,
but you had a boyfriend for a year.
Happen.
Yeah, what about?
You dated the guy for a year.
That's not who I lost my virginity to.
But why didn't you suck his dick?
Okay, so the whole thing with me and with before like I didn't want to like. Have you ever seen that movie Spun?
No.
Like I'll lick where you pee. Like I didn't want to go. I was like, I knew guys didn't wipe like after they pee.
You were grossed out by the potential pee on their dick.
I was just
that's
like,
where pee comes from.
I know I've never once thought about you where your pee comes from while I'm sucking your dick.
No, you're always like your balls taste like pee.
Sometimes they get musty if you're sweaty. But I'm not thinking about the fact that you pee from your urethra, which I know is where you pee from.
Imagine if I ate a for the first time, I was like, it tastes like pee. That's where pee comes from.
I never expected either. So that's another thing too. Is like if I was going to have sex with somebody, it was just kind of like. So you're already hot and heavy and like hard and ready to go because there's just so much building up that there was never really a need for. And then if they wanted to go down on me, like I would tell them, I was like, oh no, it's okay, because I didn't want them to expect me to have to go down.
So how did you get over this fear in porn?
I mean, it's like it's expected. It's like position one.
So you're only willing to give for money.
Well now it's different because I learned I'm really good at it. I mean, I don't know. I guess y'all are gonna be the judges, right? But
me specifically, yeah.
Now it's just so normal to me, like that.
But you didn't find it like gross or degrading. You were just like, what if there's pee?
No. At the when it first happened, I was just like. I think like I don't even know. I think maybe like I went into like another universe or something because I don't remember like the first boy girl. Like I don't remember. I do remember the first I was doing
off camera or on?
On camera.
Okay.
Was I had already done boy girls, and then the other girl, it was going to be her first boy girl experience, which happened to be a and I'll never forget it. And this director will also never forget it because he always jokes with me and reminds me. Like, we're both kneeling down in front of the guy. And he looks at us and he's like, is one of you gonna suck it or what? And then he looks at me knowing that I had already like done a few. And I was like, I guess I'm going to be the first one. But other than that, it's just... now it's just more of taking initiative, I guess.